comes your way next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as pay. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Again, it's Smith. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The numbers for Smith last time out, 24 carries for an even 100 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. It's now 2nd and 10. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still second down.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The Bengals getting set to go. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession. Second down at 6 now from the 42. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll look to throw again. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Brooklyn.
Back to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Franklin, and he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll drop to throw. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. All right, makes the catch off the tip by the safety. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And running with power here. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
First down, Bengals.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
The 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin south of the border, and I mean way south, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 30-24 was the final. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Jimmy Graham has 2 touchdown receptions. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Blues looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Franklin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And that forces a 4th down situation. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own ends. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Will be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw here. That's complete to Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Smith up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Bulls are able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start, offense.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
That's you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Franklin, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin, and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Franklin. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Franklin. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Franklin able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, it leaves him with 4th and 1. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the 10-year back knocks it toward the goalpost, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss is here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Up the middle they go. It's Franklin.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Inside handoff, Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 6.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Bengals down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Intercepted.
Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Brooklyn, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And